Mega Man for the Nintendo Entertainment System from Capcom. Another game from 1987. We did Castlevania, that was released in 1987, and I probably said Legend of Zelda was 1986. I could be wrong there, I can't quite remember. Mega Man, also the American version as opposed to the Japanese version. Its title there is called Rockman, not Mega Man. I'll explain that in a bit, but I figured that for the next NES game that I would do, I'd tackle the first Mega Man, because especially in the line of NES games, there is quite a lot of Mega Man games for this console. There's about 5 or 6 of them, and well, it's debatable whether I'm going to be doing all 6, so I figured if that's being so, I'll start with the first one pretty much straight up. Wasn't really going to be the original concept towards it, but why not? It's Mega Man. This is a game that I've partially played. I have not finished it, but I have watched a bit of gameplay as to how it goes and know a few strategies here and there. I've had a bit of a go on it and have gotten a little bit further, but nothing too far or as incredible. But maybe we can try and achieve that. Well, see if I can achieve it. So let's start the game, and by the time you start, you've got all these you got these level selections, and these are robot masters that you're seeing right here. And the game is split up into 6 segments right here, with the last level that will come into play once we finish all 6 of these robot masters. So there's no specific order as to which one you choose, because in the end you'll be versing them anyway. We've got Cutman, Gutsman, Iceman, Bombman, not Bomberman, it's Bombman, Fireman Sam, and Elecman. Stupidest fucking name for a electric villain. No, they couldn't call him Zapman or Shockman, it's Elecman. Come on, Capcom, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. Anyway, so like I said, there's no specific order as to which level you choose. However, if you do know how to play this game properly without putting yourself into too much stress, then there is a order that you do take. And we're going to start off with Cutman because, Jesus, the fucking seizures. We're going to start off with Cutman because, oh, okay, we've got 100,000 points. I'll explain that a little bit soon. But anyway, well, first off, here in Mega Man, this is your simple platformer shoot 'em up in a way, so you know, you can move left and right, you can jump, you can fire, and that's basically all you can do. Oh, and climb ladders as well. Oh, and you can climb and shoot. That's pretty much what Mega Man, that's all he can do. You can't even duck, you can't do any other stuff. Anyway, so just before I scroll forwards, whenever you select a stage, the clear tally points is it's randomized, so we managed to get 100,000 if we manage to clear the stage. And I think it ranges from, I could be wrong, 50,000 to 100,000, but whatever. Anyway, so the reason why I chose Cutman is because this basic projectile attack is what Cutman is weak to, apparently. And this is infinite as well. We can shoot this ray as many times as we want, and we can get sort of more damaging results, I guess, for whatever comes into our path. And right now, I'm doing a pretty terrible job at taking care of these enemies right here. And one thing you got to be careful for Mega Man is that I can go off screen and off screen them if I can, but if I was to go back, then they can respawn like so. It's a bit, they kind of go in the same premise like the Kirby enemies in in the Kirby game series. you go off screen by a bit and then come back, and the enemies respawn. So you want to be careful, of course. Now, I should state out, it's not a necessity to kill everything on screen. In fact, you want to try and avoid most of these enemies as much as you can, such as these enemies. Although, I try and take them out because they do fire 4 shots, as you can see, and sometimes it's quite hard to avoid, if you can help it. And occasionally, they'll also drop off certain pickups that will be very helpful to Mega Man. Well, some of them are. I'll go to explain them a bit later. But yeah, this is a form of premise. You're just basically getting from A to B, and when you get to B, that's basically where the Robot Master is, the boss of the stage. These round things that most enemies will drop, they're just there for points. There's not really much use of picking them up, because it's all about trying to beat your high score, but in this, you know, that's not really a necessity of mine. For me, it's just trying to finish the damn game in the first place. Anyway, like I said, I've never actually finished Mega Man, and I would like to at least have the honor if I can. I want to be careful of those fucking things. They will zoom right up to you without any warning whatsoever. Anyway, so yeah, you got these little ball things that you can pick up. It's all tallied up when you defeat a robot master, so we'll just wait until that comes into play. I'll explain it once I see it again. But yeah, like these parts of the stages right here is very when I say optional, as in you don't you don't need to kill all the enemies on screen, because yeah, like these enemies, they'll take a chunk of your health right there. And if I press the pause button, Mega Man has lives, and obviously if you get 0, I believe it's game over and you have to start. Probably not the whole game again, but you know, it's just a big pain in the ass if you're going to have to start all over again. I'm going to try my best not to end up in that situation as much as I can. Just realised I went the wrong way, and I don't want to go that way. Yeah, that was terrible. In fact, oh my god, this is not really how I wanted it to go. I want to get up there as quick as possible. Yeah, you know, in most cases, you want to actually avoid most of the enemies, even though the cannon I've got, this thing right here, you know, I can fire as many times as I want, but it can only do so much, and that's all I can do for now. Every time I will defeat a robot master, I will get a bit of an add-on added on to, well, to Mega Man, but again, I will get to that eventually when the opportunity arrives. Anyway, get up here. When you come across these things, just ignore them. They kind of look like those little plant things in Yoshi's Island. They're white and they jump around and cause all the havoc. Alright, now these things right here, you got this small one and this big one right here. They're one of the few items that will replenish Mega Man's health. So simply just pick it up, and there we go, got some health. I would like to at least get full health as much as I can, but you know, it's what I can work with. Alright, now these assholes, I don't like these guys. You can't actually kill them whilst they're covered up like that, and they'll, you know, they'll fire in 8 different directions, which makes things a little bit tricky to avoid. Somehow I've managed to avoid all that, which is hallelujah. Those spikes up there are instant kills, don't even worry about them. Now this fucking asshole right here, I don't like him! Oh, Ben, I would highly recommend you just avoid him at all costs, because he takes a fuck ton of health away from you, and it can just cause all kinds of mayhem and menace. Anyway, you come across these doors here. This is basically telling you that you are close to getting to the boss, and he's just down this corridor, this hallway. Got these enemies that are on the ground. Like I said, Mega Man can't duck, which is pretty stupid, so you're gonna have to get slightly close and then fire as fast as you can. I can't. This is, yeah, that's as fast as I can fire right there for Mega Man. When you come across one in the ceiling, you can just jump and shoot. Don't have to worry about getting close. And if I can just... There we go. Just save the trouble and hassle. Now we're going to be versing Cutman now. And when you see him, you just want to keep firing your projectiles as much as you can. The only real thing to avoid is he'll occasionally throw his disc scissor blade at you, but just keep firing at him, because he goes from a staggering knockback, and you know, he gets stunned by a bit. And just like that, ow, son of a bitch, I just got hit by his blade. And every time you defeat a Robot Master, you gained his sort of attack ability. We actually now have his scissor blade thing. Not scissor blade, well, they look like scissor blades, and I'm not referring to the Killer Kill scissor blades that's carried by, well, anyway.